Alright, we're back here on the red herring. We got the 4L60, finished building it last night. It's got a stage 5 level 4000 kit in it. So it should handle about 300 horsepower. And yeah, we'll be pulling it out probably about this time next week, I would say, or tomorrow. So we got the kit from Cyclone Trans or something, I don't know. What's funny about it is a while back, years ago, I built a 4R70 and watched the videos on YouTube from the transmission bench, and the guy sold his own kit, and I ordered it, and when they delivered it, it came from WIT, which is in Atlanta, probably about an hour and a half drive from here. And they had accidentally put his invoice of what he paid for his kit in the box, full 100% markup across the board on everything. So whenever we were going to build this one, I mentioned going up to WIT and just telling them what we were trying to do and seeing about what they would recommend, what to get, and whatever. And we found this kit on Cyclone Trans, or I don't know, who knows. But anyway, it came in a WIT box, so I thought it was hilarious. But so it's got the support ring on the input drum, the aluminum input drum, and the input shaft. It's got that in there. Really disappointed in the kit. It really didn't come with a whole lot. For a stage 5 level 4000 kit, you figure it would have had some better stuff in it. But it was basically just a overhaul kit it had a Corvette servo and that Sonex support for the drum, and it had a Z-Pack, which I hadn't done a Z-Pack before. It has more clutches and steels in it, but it's kind of weird the way it works. I've heard good and bad about both ways on it, because just because you have more of it doesn't mean it's better, because you'll have thicker steels and you'll have thicker clutches and all that, and if you have less steels and clutches or whatever. But anyway, I don't know. That's what came in our kit that had everything that we needed and nothing else, and I had to add to it to get whatever. Yeah, anyway, so I did the Transco orange kit, which I always do in them, and did a couple other little tricks and things to it, so hopefully it works well. Oh, that kit did come with the I guess the Beast Sunshell or whatever it is. But this transmission had been rebuilt before, so it had, it wasn't completely trashed. Just 3 and 4 clutches were kind of getting heated. So everything else looked pretty good. There was a couple things. The check ball in the case wasn't there. There wasn't a check ball in the case. And then in the forward drum, they had the overrun clutches were actually, they had put one in the wrong spot in the drum. So I don't know how they did that, but and it came with new sprags, so I put new sprags in it and everything. So anyway, hopefully it runs a little while and does all right, holds up. Again, we're using the FTI 3200 stall converter, rated for 400 horsepower. So what could go wrong? This is my former transmission builder's, the one that he built that was in the all-wheel drive Sierra that lasted one day behind the turbo 6-liter. I noticed for this right here is the pulse width solenoid for the I gotta remember, yeah, this one, I think it's this one, the pulse width solenoid for the converter. I don't know, I'm used to looking at them upside down when I'm building it, so it might be this one. Yeah, I think it's that one. But anyway, I had to get a couple. This one had the aluminum pistons in it and stuff, so I had to, and the spool valve. It had a better spool valve in it, and this one actually had a Corvette servo as well. So robbed a couple things out of here to put that one over here together. I was thinking I've got another one of these. I may go ahead and take this one apart, find out what happened to it, and patch it back together, rebuild it as a two-wheel drive unit, for maybe a spare for this one, or just I mean, I would like to learn how to do them where they can handle some power, because I think that they have the potential to do it. There's enough parts out there, and from building this one, I saw that Sonax has that aluminum drum. It's a lot better aluminum drum that supports and distributes the clutches better and blah blah blah. But I don't know how much it costs or whatever, but I'm sure it's expensive, especially now. But anyway, I may throw this one back together just to have as a spare, because you always need a spare when you're running 4L60s. So we got the bumpers bolted up for the final time, the grill's on, and so that intercooler, I didn't catch that the inlets and outlets on it were 2.5. So we had to get some couplers, adapters to fit that all on, but got those finally came in, got those on. I'd like to fog the intercooler black just so it doesn't stick out as bad, but customer doesn't want it, so blood gang. And I'm about to, I sold the mock-up transmission that was in here, and guy needed it, so I sold it to him as a core. So the transmission's out, so I'm about to pull the crossover off, finish welding it. There's a broke bolt in the head on this side that I had forgotten about before I put the engine in, so now of course it's in the back, and I'll get to play with that while it's in the truck, so that's exciting. I got to pull the Amazon log off and do the final trimming and cleaning up of it, deburring it from its casting flaws, because it's horrible. It's so close to the plug wires barely go on, so I'll pull it back. I gotta take turbo off, pull that back off. I'll weld all this, put a V-band here, and then finish welding all my exhaust, and then start going back together with it. Oh, I did, this truck was a 308, so I pulled the Escalade in here, snatched the 373s out of it, and went ahead and did the gear swap when I did the True Track in it, so got that done. And then the pinion seal excuse me, started leaking on me, so got a new one of those here, so I'll put that in if I remember before I put the drive shaft on, hopefully. And then I gotta figure out somewhere to put the True Cool, because I do not like the location of this intercooler. I just don't like how it fit up. I don't, it's too obtrusive to me. I hate it. It's too showy, and plus I had to cut the grill so much to get it to fit, and I don't know, I don't like, it doesn't fit like the Sierra one, where it went between the frame here and between the frame rails and went up and fit nice and tidy. And then I actually had room above mine on the Sierra to put it in the True Cool right below the hood latch, but like I say, you gotta deal work with what you were dealt. So I'll he seems okay with it, I guess. So I got to figure out where to put the true cool. I'll probably put it, try to angle it down here where I know historically I've run intercoolers where I'll tuck them up in here. They fit pretty good when you tuck them up in here and then lay them down. But I learned real quick, not long after I did it on my crew cab, I forgot that it was down there and went through a ditch and tore it up pretty good. So it's not the best place to mount it if you're going to use it as a truck. So I guess I'll try to put the True Cool down there because I don't see anywhere else to put it. There's not a good spot. So, but anyway, that's where we're at on it. It does run, so that's good. I don't know if I mentioned in the last one, but somebody forgot to put the dipstick tube in and showered the engine with oil, so it needed lubrication, keep from rusting. So once I get everything turbo off and get all the manifolds cleaned up and whatever, then I'll hopefully go back together with it for the last time, and then we'll do I guess we'll do a little bit of street tuning on it, and then I might take it down to my buddy's and put it on the dyno and try to get it dialed in, let a professional do it. So anyway, that's it for now. 4L60 life.